Okay, so step number one is to go to my website if you want to. If you want to use my tool, you can go to my website. If you want to use some other tool, use some other tool. Okay, and this is how it looks at the moment as of the time the video is recorded. But I'm planning to redesign it, so by the time you look at it, it might be different. But here's my website with all my software and stuff I develop. So go to other software, A to Z, and scroll down to Mosaic Maker. There it is there, Mosaic Maker Extractor. So you can use this tool to make mosaics and also to extract tiles from existing mosaics if you want to do that. So it's not a bad thing to do. So there's a tool there, and a couple of mosaics I've made. The QI team and Computer Space, and my sweet little doggy Boogle, and I made a mosaic off him as well. Okay, so there's more info there. There's screenshots. There's a download. That's zooming in on the mosaic. Down to the tile level 1, 2, 3 tiles by 3 tiles. If you want, it depends on the tile size you use as to how identifiable the tiles will be at the end. So here I'm using tiles that are 10 pixels by 10 pixels. So these are people's faces originally, and of course they're completely unrecognisable now. Depends on the size of tile you use at the end though. So anyway, so scroll down to Mosaic Maker Extractor, and you can see I last released an update for that in 2007. I might do another version because it's becoming more popular again. It never really saw many downloads, so I haven't bothered updating it much since I released it first. But it's a tool I've used a lot. So go to download and click the download button and just save it to your machine. So there it is, saving there. Okay, that's all you need to do for that part. Okay, so there's the zip file that was just downloaded, and I need to extract that to my machine. Now I've got 7-zip installed, which is a great free tool that I use to unzip and zip. There's also zip included with zipping and unzipping, including with Windows. So you can just go drag and go extract here if you want. Extract. I'm using the Windows tool at the moment, so I'll just extract that same directory. I don't want to create another subfolder below that, and I won't worry about showing the extracted files. So they'll just extract here. There they are here, okay. So there's the tool. Double click on that, and I've got a Windows Defender pop up. Okay, that's all right. You can do your scanning. It's been scanned against hundreds of virus checkers. There's no malware in my software, absolutely guaranteed. Okay, more info. Run anyway. Yes, of course. It's my software. Go away. Okay, so here's the main interface. So what we need now is two things. We need the original image we want to create a mosaic out of, and a list of tiles. Okay, and then we want to specify the output file name, and just a few settings if you want to specify settings as well, like the tile size to use, and the gaps between tiles. If you want to leave gaps between tiles, you can do that as well. So some of the original image will be maintained between the tiles. Okay, so you can do quite fancy effects. Okay, let's go grab some tiles. That'll be the next step. Okay, so I'm just going to grab some tiles out of Google, and let's do a mosaic of a doggy or something. Okay, so dogs or cats or whatever you want to do. There's enough cat pictures out there. Let's do a doggy one, dogs, and I'll click on images, and let's just pick a nice doggy to create oh, that's a beautiful doggy. Okay, so, and it's 2048 by 2048, which is a nice decent size, but we can also resize it. So I'm going to go File, Save As, and save it to my folder where I'm working. And it's Mosaic Maker Extractor, and I'm saving I'll call it there my dog. So that'll be my main image. Okay, and it's a JPEG coming down, so JPEG. Okay, and then what we want to do is grab some tiles. So I'm just going to grab some other doggy tiles from here. So I'll grab this one, File, Save As, and I'll save this to, you can save it to the same folder if you like, but it's good to keep your tiles separate from your dogs, your main images, because you want to use your tiles over and over again. So I'll create a tiles folder, tiles, and still give them whatever name you like. I'm just going to leave it the default name. I'm not going to worry about changing the names. The names don't matter. There's another one, File, Save As, and just save it in there as well. So there's the name that's given by default. That's fine. Let's scroll down. Get some different doggies. There's a nice gingery one. File, Save As. So I'm just grabbing some tiles now, saving in my tiles folder. There's a cute doggy with glasses. Save As. So as you can see, I'm just saving any old image. I'm just grabbing whatever. There's a nice sleepy doggy. Save it in there. So I've got a whole bunch of tiles. Oh, there's one with a medical mask. I've got to have you, little cutie. Save as. Okay, so that'll do for now. I've got, just to show you what I've got, there's the dog that I downloaded, the cute little doggy. And I clicked on them twice. And there's the tiles I've downloaded so far. Okay, so we're almost ready to go. Now my program, the way it currently stands, it's been a while since I've updated it, it only handles bitmap images. Okay, so everything's got to be bitmaps. So it won't work with JPEGs, it won't work with PNG files, it won't work with any GIFs. Okay, I don't think it'll work with any other sorts of files. Let me just check. Yeah, it's bitmaps only. Okay, so what you need to do before you can use my tool is to convert all of your tiles and all the images you want to create mosaics of. You need to convert those to BMPs, bitmap files, BMP files. Okay, so I want to use a tool I've got on my machine called PaintShop Pro. There it is, PSP. I've been using it for years. Okay, PSP. It's a great little bit of great old software. I think this is still a version I got when I was using Windows 95. So it's ancient software. I think it's yeah. So it's back from 1996, 97. I was still using Windows 95 when I got this. And so I haven't bothered upgrading it. It still does everything I want to do. I ran it on Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows XP. Now it's running perfectly on Windows 10. Why change? If it works perfectly, why change? Okay, it does everything I need to do with images. So it's nice a bit. And I'll drag the doggy on there. Okay, and I'll go File, Save As. And I'll just make that a bitmap. BMP. And go back up to the same folder. Down to Mosaic Maker and save it there. So I'm saving it back in the main folder. Okay, now you see there's a my dog BMP. So there's the original JPEG, and I'll just save the BMP version of it. Okay, so different sort of format. Okay, so you can do an image at a time if you like, or else this tool's also got a batch conversion. So let's do the batch conversion. File batch conversion, and I'm going to use my Mosaic Maker folder. I'm going to go into the tiles folder. And I'm going to select everything. So I'm going to select the first file, go down to the end and select the last one, and hold down the Shift key. Or else just go select all. And I'm going to save all the results to Mosaic Maker Extractor. And I'll make a new folder called Tiles BMP. Just keep them separate. So these are the bitmap versions of those original tiles. Okay, select. Okay, so I'm converting everything in the original folder, and it's JPEGs and whatever. I'm converting the result to BMP files, whatever encoding, it doesn't matter. And that's where I'm going to store all the resulting files. So I'm copying them from the source folder, which is that folder there. Okay, which is C Mosaic Maker tiles, and I'll store the results in this folder here, the tiles BMP. Okay, so go start, and they'll all appear here. There they are. They're all bitmap files there. Okay, so that's BMP versions of these original tiles that are in this other folder. Okay, now what I'll probably do in the future is make it so my Mosaic Maker can handle JPEGs, PNGs, GIFs, all sorts of images. But the version that's there at the moment only handles bitmaps. Okay. Okay, we're almost there. So let's select our dog, the original dog. Whoops. That's some other mosaics I was working on, the Jeremy one and that sort of thing. Mosaic Maker. Let's select the dog that we started with, and it's the bitmap version. Okay, so that's been selected. Let's add our tiles, and we're going to Tiles BMP, and we'll just select on the first one, scroll down to the end with the Shift key held down, and click the last one so they're all selected. See, they're all selected. If you're not sure, you can go to the details view. Okay, click on the first one, hold down the Shift key, select the last one, and they're all clicked. So they're all appearing in there, and go open. They will appear there. Okay, I'm pretty sure you can just drag and drop as well on there. Select your tile size. I generally stick with 2020, but you can play with that whatever you like. If you want to leave a gap, leave a gap. If you don't leave a gap, don't leave a gap. And the resulting file is, we go back to the main directory and go my dog Mosaic 20 by 20. So I'm just saying we're using 20 by 20 tiles. Okay. You can put a BMP on that if you like. Dot BMP, might as well put it there just to make sure. Okay. Click the Make Mosaic button. Okay, let's go back to the main folder and you'll see it come out. Okay, so we're expecting a file down here to appear that's called My Dog Mosaic 20 by 20. Appear to here somewhere. Okay, let's click Make. And there it goes. So it's processing all the tiles and it's resizing them. Okay, because some of these tiles are really big. They're very big images, so it's resizing them as well, converting them into the right size, fixing the aspect ratios, all that sort of stuff. And it's going through all the parts of this main image, doing conversions. Okay, so it's pretty slow. If your original tiles are really big, like these ones are, this can be a slow process. It can take like a minute to do. Okay, but if our original tiles are already pre-sized, this will be much faster. So again, that's an optimization I could add to the program, as well as to go through and resize the tiles once and then use the resized versions and then on. A lot of things I could do. Okay, if people use it, I'll do it. If no one's using it, if it's just me using this program, I probably won't do it. So it depends on what people do. That's always been the case with my software. If people use something, I'll improve it. If no one else is using it, if it's just me, hey, I'll just stick with it how it is until I need something. Okay, almost there and done. Okay, click OK. So that took 1 minute and 5 seconds. Not too bad. And there's the resulting mosaic. Okay, and you can see if we zoom in. So there's a sleepy doggy. There's a cute one. There's a doggy with the other puppy. And I think that's a doggy wearing glasses. So you can see they're all there. They're all different shades and colours, because my program goes through and resizes it, adjusts the colours so that it blends in with the tile that it's replacing. Okay, but there's the new doggy. So there's the original, and there's the mosaic. Okay, so there's the original, and there's the mosaic. Okay, so it's done a pretty good job. You can get much better detail in the doggy here by using smaller tiles. Big tiles tend to be bit clunky. Let's go through and do a bigger tile set. So we'll make it 40 by 40. 40 by 40. Okay, and we'll change the name to 40 by 40. Click OK. Click Make Mosaic. And it'll take about 1 minute again, because it's resizing all the tiles. Each time it uses a tile, it resizes it, reloads it, resizes it. Because the way I wrote the program originally is I assumed you'd have thousands of tiles, and you know, be applying those to one image. Here we've only got, what is it, 4 tiles. So you know, if it was thousands of tiles, I didn't want to load them all into memory and resize them and keep them in memory. Because back when I wrote this program, there wasn't that much memory in computers. But so there's a lot of optimizations I could do now. And like I say, if people want them, let me know. I'm happy to do stuff. So we can make it work for different image types and vastly improve this. I can get this down to under 2 seconds, I think, by pre-sizing all the tiles before I start processing. Almost there. Okay, that's done. All good. Okay, so let's see how that went. Okay, so there's my 20 by 20 mosaic. Let's get it so it all fits inside the little recording area here that I'm recording into. Okay, so there's the 20 by 20 tiles, and you can see it's pretty good detail. There's the 40 by 40. You can see how much more clunky it is. Okay, so each tile's bigger, which means you get less resolution in the final image. But you can see all the different doggies there getting used. The 2 doggies. Okay. The navigator goes missing sometimes on this, I don't know why. So there's the original. Original 40 by 40 and 20 by 20. So we could do a 5 by 5 and that would look much closer to this if we did a 5 by 5. But anyway, that's how you create mosaics using my software. So a little bit fiddly, you've got to do some conversions. I recommend using PaintShop Pro or There's another good software. I'll put some more other software in the description down there that's free. In Earthen Views, another one that's free, which does great batch conversions. But like I say, I can easily make it so this program here handles other file types as well. It's just a matter of going back to the code, digging the code out of storage. Hasn't been updated for a fair while. 2007 was the last update I did. Okay, but yeah, could dig it out again if people want me to do stuff. So I hope that was useful. Thanks for watching. Good luck making your own mosaics and have a nice day.